Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming. I'm bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Them Bombs. This game is developed and published by Yellow Dot and releases on November 17th, 2021 for a price of $8.69. Kind of a weird price, and it is available for pre-order, so if you do, want to check the game out and try it out, you can pre-order it before it hits. Although when this video comes out, the game will have released a couple hours later, so you should be able to find it in the Xbox store. So, what is this bomb, and why am I doing a review in a little different format than normal? Simply, Them Bombs is a two-player bomb defusal game where you have one player who is staring at your console screen and another player with a written paper version of bomb defusal instructions, and you actually have to not be in the same location as each other, and you communicate by talking and describing the modules that you see on your bomb. You can kind of see on the background here different bomb modules that you have to describe to your other player, and they'll tell you how to solve and fix them. If you've played the game Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes that came out a few years ago, very, very similar to that game, but as far as an achievement list, much easier to knock out and complete. Speaking of achievements at this time of recording, some of the achievements are actually unlocking differently than what they actually say, and they're very wonky, so please note that going into it. And I think there's still one achievement that might be a little buggy. But as far as the game, I'm gonna let the trailer go and just talk about it. It's pretty simple and straightforward. You just sit two people locally. You cannot play this game online. You could stream it and maybe talk with somebody with a headset, but for the most part, this is a much better couch co-op style game. The main premise is describe the modules you see. Whoever's using the defusal manual then takes the information you share with them, and with that information you then are able to figure out how to properly defuse a bomb and figure out what sequences or buttons or things you need to hit to trigger the proper components to be able to actually play and function in the game. Overall, this game is actually pretty simple, but it will take a little bit of a learning curve to really understand how to play and get going in it, as you're gonna have to really just hone your cooperative skills and abilities with that other player that you're playing with. It's not going to be a sense of, man, we can pick up and go. You're going to have to take your time and really just work together and, really study. I highly recommend, although you can have the manual online and just look at your phone or something, print it out, get some markers like a little dry erase board or something to where you can actually really feel immersed into these style of games. It's what me and my wife did playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, and it's the exact same thing we're doing here with Them Bombs. And honestly, we really enjoy the game. It's a game that, honestly, the more people you have, you can kind of turn it into a party-esque game, dividing up the manual between a couple different players and really just trying to test your skill and abilities and seeing how well you can play in the game. Outside of that, there's not a whole lot else to talk about the game. Simply defuse some bombs, try not to die, and keep going. As far as giving this game any type of an opinion or rating, I definitely think it's a little bit of a lesser version of Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which I absolutely love that game and I think it's great. But also, Them Bombs is a great game in its own sense, especially coming in at under $10. It's a fun party game. Now, if you are alone and don't have people to play with locally in your world, especially with COVID and everything going on right now, I would probably recommend passing on this game until you are able to get, grouped up with some friends and then really give it a go, or if you want to try streaming it. If you do have somebody locally to play with, brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, Them Bombs is definitely a fun little casual gaming experience that you can do and enjoy that's different from the pace of first-person shooters and other traditional style games. I highly recommend picking the game up if you fit into that kind of niche falling point. Outside of that, though, this is kind of, what I think about the game. If you have any questions or want to know more, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to share some more information. We do have a couple copies of the game that we have been giving away, so make sure you check out our Discord, follow us on Twitter for details and stuff like that. Outside of that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time.